dad, he drives an 18-wheeler, and a car had ran a red light and pulled out in front of him.
And you want to know what, I guess, his rights are and where he should go from here. Okay.
Is he okay, Stephanie?
No, not really.
He was injured in the wreck?
Yes.
Well, you know, truck drivers have rights too, and you know, you hear a lot of negative publicity about truck drivers causing so many accidents, but you know, it's just like any other profession. There are really credible and good truck drivers, safe truck drivers, and then there are a few that we tend to see from time to time in courtrooms. But in terms of your dad's case, he does have a case if he was injured in the car or the trucking accident by another vehicle, either running the stop sign or what have you. And what he needs to do is he needs to manage his medical treatment, manage his care, and then depending on the severity of his injuries, he would negotiate with an insurance company or he'd contact an attorney. But certainly just because your dad was driving a truck, he's got just the same rights as anybody else.
And Brett, I want you to, let's back up again and talk about if anybody's been involved in an accident, what do they need to do? The first thing, obviously, make sure that they're okay make sure they're not injured, that sort of thing. But if they are okay, what kind of documents do they need to get? Walk us through the process.
Okay, well, the process normally begins with you being out there on the scene. If there are any witnesses that you can either make sure that you have their phone number and address. Normally the police officers are out there as well doing those same things, but that would be my first piece of advice, because a lot of times there are conflicting pieces of evidence in a case, and an eyewitness who has an independent viewpoint is very credible and helpful under the circumstances. Now obviously that's assuming that you haven't been in an accident bad enough, then you haven't been hurt bad enough that you've been taken away in an ambulance and those awful things. But in terms of after that, I think that you manage your treatment, as Ken just said. You obviously do the best you can with what you got, and I would always advise consulting an attorney if you've been hurt in an accident to the extent that you need to be taken in an ambulance, just because there are going to be a number of different issues that you're going to have to deal with along the way.
Sure.